Ahead of the announcement of Disney's next CEO, the current CEO Bob Iger and CFO Hugh Johnston revealed the company's earnings for the first quarter of the fiscal year 2026. Disney beat the street with $1.63 in earnings per share and revenue of $25.98 billion. CEO Bob Iger said, "We are pleased with the start to our fiscal year, and our achievements reflect the tremendous progress we've made. We delivered strong box office performances in calendar year 2025 with billion-dollar hits like Zootopia 2 and Avatar: Fire and Ash, franchises that generate value across many of our businesses. As we continue to manage our company for the future, I am incredibly proud of all that we've accomplished over the past 3 years." Now let's take a deeper dive look at each of the 3 segments of the company in this week's episode of Laughing Place Pulse. Starting with sports, despite a 10% increase in advertising revenue, operating income was down significantly due to an increase in production costs and rights fees with college football and Disney's new WWE rights. The battle Disney had with YouTube TV, which resulted in the networks going dark on the popular service, had a negative impact of approximately $110 million. In the quarter, ESPN captured more than 30% of all sports viewership across networks, including ESPN on ABC. The value of live sports is clear, as in 2025. 95 of the top 100 programs across all companies were sports, and ESPN is the leader in sports. Here are some highlights. ESPN Networks delivered their most watched college football regular season since 2011, and ABC achieved its best college football season since 2006, with the College Football National Championship reaching 30.1 million viewers and becoming the second most viewed cable event ever. Turning to the NFL, Monday Night Football delivered its second highest viewership in 20 years, with the NFL divisional game drawing 38 million viewers, the most watched event in ESPN history. Meanwhile, season to date, ESPN has delivered its third most watched NBA regular season. Looking to the future, ESPN and the NFL just finalized the agreement where ESPN will acquire the NFL Network and other assets in exchange for the NFL getting a 10% interest in ESPN. This means the NFL Network will be part of ESPN Unlimited prior to next season, much earlier than was originally thought. Disney also recently announced a 3-year agreement with Major League Baseball, which makes ESPN the exclusive distributor of MLB.tv. This is all part of a strategy to strengthen the ESPN app, whether through authentication from pay TV subscribers or new signups. So far, Disney says they are pleased with the adoption and engagement with the new ESPN app. The Walt Disney Studios generated more than $6.5 billion at the global box office in calendar year 2025, making it Disney's 3rd biggest year ever and their 9th year as number 1 at the global box office in the last 10 years. Avatar: Fire and Ash was their 3rd release in 2025 to cross the $1 billion box office threshold, joining Zootopia 2 and Lilo & Stitch. Zootopia 2 also became Hollywood's highest-grossing animated film ever and one of the top 10 highest-grossing films of all time, earning nearly $1.8 billion at the global box office and firmly establishing Zootopia as a popular new franchise for the company. To date, $37 billion films have come from Disney out of the 60 films that have hit this mark industry-wide, which is 4 times as many as any other studio. Looking ahead, Disney is particularly excited about the upcoming releases of The Devil Wears Prada 2 from 20th Century Studios, The Mandalorian and Grogu from Lucasfilm, Toy Story 5 from Pixar, the live-action Moana from Walt Disney Studios, and Avengers: Doomsday from Marvel Studios. Looking at television, 7 of the top 10 most-watched shows of 2025 streamed on Disney Plus or Hulu, and Bluey was the most-streamed show in the United States for the 2nd year in a row, with 45 billion minutes watched. ABC had the top 6 shows for adults ages 18 to 49 in calendar year 2025, including High Potential, Abbott Elementary, and Dancing with the Stars. Looking ahead, some of the shows that Disney is excited about include American Love Story, Season 2 of Paradise, the long-awaited revival of Scrubs, Season 4 of The Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, and Season 2 of Daredevil Born Again. At Experiences, income was up 8% due to higher guest spending and more cruises due to the launch of the Disney Treasure and Disney Destiny. The domestic theme parks only saw a 1% increase in attendance, but part of that is due to the impact of Hurricane Milton last year. International parks and consumer products also saw growth. Disney's increased investment is on full display with the Disney Adventure cruise ship launching soon, as well as the similarly named Disney Adventure World debuting in Paris with World of Frozen. Disney has expansion projects across the globe, but while many of those projects will take some time, some near-term launches include new experiences featuring Bluey, activations planned around the release of Toy Story 5, and a new mission featuring the Mandalorian and Grogu inside Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run. For future updates on all of that and more, be sure to check right back here at the Laughing Place YouTube channel and visit laughingplace.com for all your Disney news and opinions. And stay tuned for the next episode of Laughing Place Pulse coming very soon.